And welcome back, everyone, to the next matchup we have for tonight in the UT4 Elim League Season 4, hosted by UTPugs. We've got Asian Sensation versus S-Key. We should hopefully the stream info updated, but we should be getting into this one soon. We need to make sure we had the right preset hosted. Looks like they were trying to host the regular Pug preset. Need the Elim League match. There we go. First map's going to be Invictus. This seems like an Asian Sensation pick. They have done pretty well at it, all things considered. Across a lot of their matches, I think they've performed quite well on Invictus. So potentially a map that will be good for them. Feel like Mash's team is going to pick like Signify or Chiop, something like that. So, I mean, if they're allowed to pick Quest, they're 100% picking Quest. Quest is a map that S-Key will love. Mash and Zyos, they're picking that whenever they get the opportunity to. But we've got another Asian Sensation match. Maybe they can learn a little bit from their matchup against Extra Dumb, where it did look like they were oftentimes getting into a lot of 1v3s early in rounds, 1v2s, odd man situations early in rounds, giving Extra Dumb a lot of momentum throughout the round, and maybe hopefully they can learn from that, play a little bit more together, use their advantage of having three $700-800 players to kind of, solidify things up and get a few kills. Because I know that Nolja and Monty are both capable of great things. They just need to, get their noggins together. And Rum capable of always just hitting some extra damage. No slouches in the damage department, just currently their teamwork is a little bit off, and hopefully they can clean that up. We can get a great matchup here between S-Key and Asian Sensation. I'm going to have trouble saying Asian Sensation and, well, not trouble saying Asian Sensation, but trouble saying Asian Sensation and S-Key instead of Extra Dumb, considering we just set Extra Dumb for, the past 40 minutes, and we're going to have to change to saying S-Key now, while one team remains the same. And we're just gonna... Forgot, I had my sound up on gameplay volume, not casting volume. And we should hopefully have a little bit of a better sound mix for this one. But we're going to be getting on board. We do have a ready up. We do have the enter. We are going to be getting into this matchup between Asian Sensation and S-Key. Once again, UT4 Elim League Season 4, hosted by UTPugs. Check it out. Check out all of the action, bunch of different games, bunch of different casters, and we're going to be getting right in onto this one, and we're going to go on board with Mr. Mash to start off. See how Mash gets in onto Invictus. Good combo coming out, putting 114 into power, and next combo coming out, and a little bit long on Monty. Monty, thankfully, cutting that corner very close. If he was going more towards the lift, he would have eaten a huge combo of damage from Mash. Instead, he just eats a snipe and a headshot from Mash, and that shows you where the bread is buttered. And now Power facing down Mash. Nolja does have a great position here, and currently Mash having jump boots, so is able to get up Mash in a 1v3 as they're able to take down Mash's teammate who is still alive. And now this 1v3 Mash is running for his life. They see him, they get around the corner. Mash had a snipe out, had the flak out, takes down Rummy, and then takes down Power. And now Nolja was flanking, but is a little bit late to the party, but does land the shock primary. Mash just shooting his shock, has 9 ammo remaining. Can actually pick up more with the health pack. Decides to push Nolja instead. Goes for the health pack now. Snipe not landing. Nolja going low, 9 HP. Ooh, all he needs is one minigun bullet. Don't know if Nolja knows how low Mash actually is. Goes up the link gun, but fakes it, and then comes around. What does 1 damage with a snipe? Do you get 1 damage if you get, like, somebody shoots next to your head still? Fantasy, please confirm. What the hell just happened there? As it stands, I'm going to get on board Nolja. Nolja, big combo into Stone Cold. Absolutely crushes him. He's currently alone, though. He needs to watch out. He's got 4 people around him. The rocket comes out. Rocket not hitting. Stone Cold does end up taking Nolja down, and everyone is over here, but Intro does end up dropping, and now Stone Cold drops, and Mash, once again, 1 versus 3. Needs to make something happen. Going to be tough for him to do. And Monty takes a huge flak, but he trades a big rocket in, and Rum hits Mash with a snipe. And Asian Sensation take a quick 2-0 lead. Rum leading the way for Asian Sensation. We're going to go on board with Rummy, see how he's getting his damage, and it's looking like it's probably just going to be hit scan. I mean, what do we expect? Nice snipe, great reaction time. Rummy, frequent SDOM IG type player in UT99, very strong hit scan. All, like, in general, not someone you want to mess with on the hit scan department. And shoots his teammate accidentally because I think he was registering he was getting shot from Mash and Zyos over the side, and Rummy last alive. Rummy goes down, and Eski able to get their first round on the board, taking that one. Mash currently the only one doing any sort of damage. And another big combo, Nolja eating it, and thank God that somebody on Asian Sensation hit a combo and pushed Mash off that combo. That would have been a big one. But instead, Mash, 17 HP, running for his life, trying to get out what damage he can. And we're going to go on board Zyos. It's down to Nolja and Power, however, as it looks like the rest of Eski has cleaned up. And Zyos is Zyos stacked. And Nolja eats a big 95 damage. And Zyos is just going to keep dropping down, has the link gun out, takes down Nolja, and now Power last alive. And he's got a minigun, but it's not going to do anything to the flat cannon in his back. He's going to drop, and we have a tied game as we're going to get back on with Monty, who's definitely performing a little bit better than he was on pending of the last match for a map number 1 in the series. And Stone Cold getting bounced around in the lift. I mean, I know you want to go up and down lifts, but you don't really want to be getting bounced around with shock primaries on those lifts. Now Mash, once again, in a clutch situation, 1v2, missing the flak ball, and he's going to start running. He's got enough to survive a primary, and he's going to go over and collect these health packs. And Nolja just goes right up the lift into a combo out of Mash. And now Mash is definitely in the driver's seat. He's got about the same amount of effective HP as Power. And he is probably just going to use these quick peek snipes. And, I mean, it's an $800 player against a $300 player. You would expect that Mash is going to win these 9 times out of 10, especially with a health advantage or equal health. Mash does do that and gets his team, after going down 0-2, they win the next 3 rounds on the bounce, take the 3-2 advantage, but it is still not over yet. Going to take a little bit more work to win map number 1. Monty taking small chip damage. Flak coming out. Power not quite rounding the corner fast enough. Nolja running into somebody. Rum backing right up. Bunch of players on Asian Sensation are trying to S-key into the same spots where other players on their team are S-keying to. And it is currently a 2 versus 2. Rum and Power against Stone Cold and Mash. And so far, that combo nearly hits Mash. It looks like it should have, but not quite. Power trying to shoot through the grate, not connecting. Mash going to wall dodge over to the flak area and picks up the HP, but takes a snipe. He's now a little bit over 1 snipe, but Rum now alone in the 1 versus 2, and Rum cannot connect on the secondary hit scan shot. Mash jumps up. Rum finally hits another shot, but takes a rocket. 5 HP. Stone Cold has about 100. Rum needs to do something crazy. Rum drops down. I was on the wrong buttons. And that is all she wrote for Asian Sensation in that round. 4-2. Eski has taken a bunch of rounds on the bounce now, and let's go over to Stone Cold, take a look. He's been taking a lot of damage early round. Maybe he's adjusted, but he is playing somewhat forward. Hits a nice snipe up to the flak area onto Rummy, and now he's just waiting for Nolja to peek. Could have shot a core and maybe gotten a little bit out of there, but instead it's going to be early advantage, but Power does go down. It's now a 3 versus 3, and Stone Cold coming up with the LG flank. able to get a shot, and now Monty, 5 HP, going to be tough. He's got Zyos in his face. Zyos, very good at dealing with things in his face, and there is round number 5 on the board for S-Key, as MASH is still absolutely crushing it. But we need to go on board, give some other players some love. We'll go on board with Intro, see how he's playing. And he's going to get around behind Power here, but he's going to end up looking to Monty at Shock as Monty takes down Stone Cold. Probably the comms out of Stone Cold got him to look that way. And now Nolja running in, and a nice flak out of Intro. And Nolja gets taken down, and now Monty gets headshot by Intro in a snipe. Monty went from full HP to almost nothing almost instantly. And now Intro takes down Monty, and man, Monty might have had a great round there, but Intro made sure that it didn't happen and had no chance to happen. And we're going to go now. I think the last player we haven't really seen much of is Power. We're going to take a peek at him before we get into the rest of this, but MASH, Power shooting his teammate instead of MASH, and now MASH going up the lift. Combo a little bit too slow. MASH able to get out of there, but ends up going down. But now it's Nolja and Power against, well, let's just say just Power. 1v3 against Intro, Zyos, Stone Cold. Not going to happen for him. And we're going to go back to MASH. He's got 3-something PBR. And, not 3-something, 4.6 PPR. Is very, very good right now, and just absolute combos onto Power. Like, yeah, you can't really peek that corner early round until you know that it's somewhat clear. And MASH taking down Nolja. He is running rampant over Asian Sensation right now. They might have been a sensation in Asia, but they're certainly not a sensation in the UT4 Elim League, as Monty, last one alive, and he is running for his life. The hair on his chinny chin chin, and not enough to keep him alive. 8-2. And this is quickly going sour. They started off so well, and it has just gone completely on its head. And a huge combo out of MASH. Did not see that one coming. And MASH getting a ton of damage onto Rum and somebody else. And Rum ends up going down. Nolja's getting flanked. Nolja gets taken care of. And now Monty, 1v4. MASH could clean this up. Link gun comes out, and the kill goes over. And after losing the first 2 rounds, S-Key has won 9 straight. MASH 4K damage. He is absolutely firing on all cylinders in a couple gear. Speak too soon. As he was firing on all cylinders, and now he's firing on dead as he's hoping his team can clean it up, but it looks like they might. 1 versus 3, Monty against everyone, and just boot jumps to his death. Zyos patiently waiting to hit the combo, and 10-2. Asian Sensation got mashed. I mean, that's really all there is to say. MASH went off. Doubles, near doubles Monty's damage and Nolja's damage. And it's really hard to win when you have a guy doing 4.6 PPR and you don't have a single player over 3. Nigh impossible. Going to be very, very difficult for Asian Sensation if MASH is playing like that and they have no like stopper. And right into a map, and it's pretty sure it was going to be something like Signify or Cheops, and it is of course Signify. And let's be honest here, I think like this is one of MASH's better maps, and it is probably going to go. If MASH was that hot on Invictus, he's probably going to be even hotter on Signify. And I don't think that Asian Sensation's got much of a chance on this one, unless MASH cools off and like moves to the Antarctic and decides to become a penguin. If actual human don't mash me shows up, I don't think they're winning. So So once again, we're right back. Map number 2, right on board with Mash. Hits a big damage on Nolja. And just pushing through here. Yeah, he's got the link out. It somehow walked through 2 other people to get that link. Power is going to make Mash's life hell. 9 HP. If he hadn't picked up that HP from that kill, Mash would have dropped. But instead, Mash survives, gets another kill, gets another HP pack. Power goes down anyways. And 1-0. We're going to take a peek. I think this is going to go quickly in favor of... whoa, Monty getting the better of Zyos there. As Monty runs right into Zyos, and Zyos runs into Monty's flat cannon. Goes down, and now Nolja, top maze. Mash, Nolja looking at each other. But Mash going to back off, and does see Power coming up behind. Hits a nice combo. Hits the primary follow-up. Gets the link gun out. Takes the down Mr. Power. And now Nolja running right up the lift into Mash. The sniper comes out. Mash is still very healthy. Stone Cold, very little HP. Does end up going down. And trading a snipe with Rummy. Not good from Mash's perspective. Wants to get that free damage out to try and give himself a chance. Monty, the low man, would be the one that Mash would want to take out. But they know where he is. Combo's coming out. The push is not that. And nice, slow, methodical push in a 1v3 there. Well, 3v1 for Asian Sensation to take the kill, get the round. And what a round it is. We're going to go... We'll check Nolja. See... Asian Sensation seems to start map strong, and then they just slowly lose the plot. And Mash and Nolja trading some damage. Stone Cold trying to help, but Power and Monty going down on the other sides of the map. And not what you want to see if you're keeping Mash busy. If you're Nolja and your team's dropping on the other side of the map, you hope that that wouldn't be the case. Intro not quite connecting the combo onto Nolja, but does connect the snipe, but the combo does, or shock primary, something does connect. But already Rummy went down. Somehow must have run into a bunch of people, but able to collect Mash. But it is now Monty, last alive, trying to survive. And combo a little bit too soon and runs right into Stone Cold. Gonna be tough. He's got to try back off. Going to be hard to fight in this area. Zyos right behind him with boots. He was probably never getting out of there with any sort of meaningful HP. And Stone Cold not actually playing full statues. Going to go up to Bio instead. I mean, to be fair, most people will play on that sort of access. Bio, bridge, statues, usually where people tend to sit out. But Nolja backhauls with Stone Cold, not Stone Cold's natural habitat. Stone Cold goes down. And now Monty, in Stone Cold's natural habitat, is trying to avoid getting sniped. And does look like that they do have a bit of advantage here. It is a 1 versus 3. Mash, last alive, almost jumps right into that combo. Instead, backs off last second and walks right into the snipe out of Rummy. And Asian Sensation able to get round number 2 under their belt here, making a bit more of a game of this one if they can keep this up. And let's check out Monty as early round. Stone Cold taking down Rum, and just, again, I think they're just taking too many early fights, and they're willing to commit too hard. Like, they're not backing out once things don't seem perfect. But Monty able to there get intro, but runs right into Zyos. Really unfortunate. And now Power 1 versus 2 against Zyos and Mash. Should probably lose this one. Nice flak ball out of Power. Gives himself a chance. Mash, 80 HP. Little over 1 snipe. The combo could have been huge. The snipe doesn't hit. The snipe does hit there. The flak comes out, and Power takes down Zyos and Mash in the 1v2. Let's fucking go out of Nolja, and I agree. Power, what a round. Show off to the world, son. You just owned 2 of the best players on the, well, the 2 best players on the enemy team as the lowest one on yours. You deserve a lot of props for that. Huge flak ball. And now, I mean, he's going to get cleaned up here, but he won a round that he should not have won. No business. And he has proven that he, you know, is not somebody that you can just take too lightly. But Monty now 1 versus 4. Going to be tough. Does take a lot of health out of Mash. Somehow Mash still alive. Does end up killing Mash, but too little, too late. Fully stacked Mash survived way too much there, and Monty wasn't able to finish him in time or disengage. Back on Mash, hitting a nice combo, using the movement, getting over to the top water, and Rum just needs to... They don't... Mash ends up going down. Power goes down. Zyos falls too. Intro and Stone Cold, last two alive. Stone Cold gonna push and finds Monty at the mini. Monty at the mini finds Stone Cold sitting in the back hall, and now Intro is like legitimately last alive, dies, and what a... I mean, Asian Sensation has decided that they have finally come to play. Took them about 4 maps to warm up into it, but they have announced their arrival, as this has been going well for them so far. And Intro just gets evaporated by rockets out of Monty. And now it is a 2 versus 3 as Monty and Rummy are both trapped here, and Mash is just... Mash and the rest of Eski had Monty and Rum trapped at the shock stairs. Needed to be able to get out of there. Unable to do so, and Mash 3.3 PPR. Running into Rum. Rum gonna back off, but he can't fully back off the Stone Cold. Headshot onto Nolja, and Mash watching the tiniest of angles. But so far, low water, Nolja, Rum, last alive, 1v2. 1v1 as Rum was able to take down one of the other 2 players left alive. Mash 70. This is anyone's game. First shot landed, as long as Mash isn't using shock, that is. Rum, get that HP. Rum hits the shot onto Mash. Says, screw the HP, screw surviving a sniper shot. I'm just gonna get the kill. And Rummy takes it down, gets the Dark Horse. And 5-5. Both teams, anyone's game, best of 9. And here we go. Rum, and these are our things. Rum he just fights. He just stood there and he just emptied his shock rifle, or most of his shock rifle, on shock primaries. And he did a ton of damage to 2 people. And now Mash 1v4. I mean, that's just sort of... If Rum hits all those shots like that, it doesn't matter if he's taking the 1v3. If he's basically killing, 1.5 people. But he's got to kill 1.5 people if he's going to die, like, if he's going to put himself in a situation where he could die easily. And now Monty running right into Nolja. Great movement out of Monty there. Not committing fully to the bridge in case the Chubbs lift was not a 100% play out of Mash. And now Intro is full health, but he is going to be running for his life. Hits a nice flak ball, runs right into power, but he does take a snipe and some damage from elsewhere. Does take a shock primary. Very low. Link guns come out. Everything's coming out. Finally goes down. Rum killing himself on his teammate. But doesn't matter. 7-5. Asian Sensation is taking it to Eski right now on a map that I would think would favor Eski immensely. But instead, Asian Sensation is asserting their dominance over Signify, and they are trying to make a name for themselves. And Stone Cold, however, running right into Monty. Monty really hurt, needs to probably back out of that fight. Unable to do so, commits to it, and now Rum 1v4. This is going to be tough. Does hit Mash with a lot of damage, but might be too little too late. And yeah, Rum just gets surrounded, swallowed up, taken down, and 7-6. Eski is not going to go quietly. Asian Sensation needs to clear out a few more rounds, as Zyos takes some early round damage, but nothing too much. Does have Rum behind him, and Zyos has been really hurt. Rum comes out, rockets, but Rum is now surrounded by 2 people. Goes down, trades out for Zyos, but that is still a 1 versus 3. Now make that a 2 versus 2. or 1 versus 3, 2 versus 3, make that a 2 versus 2, but now a 1 versus 2 as a Zio stacked mash, and Stone Cold are against Power. Power gets taken out, and 7-7, best of 5 incoming for this map number 2. And wow, somehow Power unable to do anything to Mash, as Mash was just looking down the bridge. Don't know how that happened, but now Rum is in Mash's sights. Rum drops Nolja, last alive. And can Nolja make something happen? Some Dark Horse magic out of Nolja. Is it doable? Gonna be hard. He's very low on HP. Does get a little bit of damage out, but does take an early snipe. And finally, Nolja does get dropped. And 8-7. S-Key has won 3 rounds straight. Can they keep it going? Zios looking over towards Mini, but Rum is there, but not finding anything. Now finds Monty. Sees Monty's there. Does connect a couple of shots. Monty connects one back, but more shots coming out. Zios just absolutely takes down Monty with patience and just pure shock primary. Nolja finally able to clean up Zios, but a very healthy Mash. And Stone Cold comes from the side, cleans up Nolja, and now 9-7. 4 straight rounds for S-Key, and they have put themselves 1 round away from cleaning up map number 2 and this match. And Asian Sensation, they need to do or die. Need to try and find something here. Try and win 3 straight rounds. It is not looking like a huge combo coming out. Rum goes down. Nolja, last alive, has a lick under 40 HP, and 1 shot takes him down. And Stone Cold on a killing spree as S-Key able to make a bit of a comeback, small comeback, and take Signify. And we are at a, I mean, that was the match. That is a 2-0 to S-Key. And now we get to see whatever tiebreaker may come. And Asian Sensation should be happy. They played well this map, a lot better than they have been. Finally, Monty, Rum, and Nolja kind of all getting a bit more on the same page at the same time. Just not quite enough in the end. However, we will be going on to Campgrounds. Tiebreaker map for this one. Which, if I had to, I mean, I'm going to always guess it's going to favor S-Key. I think they're definitely the preferred, stronger team, the quote-unquote favorite. But Asian Sensation just proved me wrong. I want them to prove me wrong again. So we'll say S-Key, going to take it 10-4. It's going to be a tough one, but we hope that S-Key's able to, or Asian Sensation is able to put some screws to S-Key and make them really, really work for it. We're going to get into map number 3 here between S-Key and Asian Sensation. And once again, just going to go right on board with Mash right off the bounce, as he is the man who is the carry for Team S-Key. And hits Nolja with a huge combo. Nolja unaware anyone was at pillars. And Nolja incredibly low at shock. Gonna be dropped. And now Monty and now just Power, as 1v4 time is coming up. Gonna be tough. Power's got everyone around him. Does take down Intro, though. This is a dangerous spot. You could lose everyone really quickly, but 36 HP. Link guns out. It is unlikely that Power is going to be able to take everyone out in that instance. And let's go back on board. Nolja, he did eat a huge combo out of Mash early. And taking early damage again. I don't know if you want to be at this minigun place. That's a really tough spot to play in UT4. I think in 2K4 it's a bit more viable, but not here, as Nolja just kind of gets hunted down. And now it's all on Monty. Does take intro pretty low, does take out intro, but too many people, too many different sides. Monty going down to going down to Mash, rather. Monty starting off with good damage onto Stone Cold. And Mash and Monty kind of going at it over here. And intro really low. A couple people at courtyard. And intro has Rum right behind him. Goes down. And Mash and Rum now facing off. And Mash looking for the shot, but only finds his teammate. But now finds Monty. Misses the flak. Hits the snipe. But Mash in the 1v2 now. But Monty, 12 HP. He needs to try and stay alive. Mash misses the shot on him, and Rum needs to be able to get the kill, but Monty able to do some damage or provide a distraction. Mash takes him down, but Rum able to be there and flank at the right time, takes down Mash and gets a round on the board for Asian Sensation. Rum needs to back out. This is not a spare you want to be, but he's just going to hit 3 straight primaries and lay out some damage. And if you hit 3 primaries and take none, you are winning whatever trade you may be trying to make. But now he's finally taking some more damage. Gets right behind intro, though. Does take down intro. And he's going to jump up and Mash. Once again, all that is left. He's going to wall run all the way from Belt to LG and continue wall running. And tries to hit the combo. Doesn't quite connect and runs power. Healthy at flak. They see him. They know he's at shock. Goes down, but dies soon after. And Asian Sensation tying it up 2 rounds apiece. And we just have to hope that they can continue this performance. We'll go on board with Power early on. Get a round out of him as Mash wall running and sniping him. Power, though, trades back 90 and trades back 135. Mash is eating it. Power gets right out of there right before a combo has a chance to hit him. And Power, what a great round out of Power. Power hits a huge combo onto Zyos. Zyos does end up taking him down, but it does make it doable. Monty has every chance to win this. Needs to get a kill. Can't find a kill. 3-2. S-Key. Zyos, the ace. And we go on board for PPR. He's currently the Campgrounds connoisseur. But eats an anti-combo out of Rum, and don't know how he didn't take more damage, but he is incredibly low. Power just jumps on him with rockets. No care for his own HP bar is Power, as runs into Mash, and once again, Power trading Mash pretty effectively. Cannot hit it, and comes around the corner, and Mash takes down Power, and that puts Nolja and Monty against Mash and Stone Cold, and Nolja's kind of stuck at the armor. And does jump up. Monty does go down. Nolja did not hear Mash to his left. And does take him out, though, and gets himself a health pack, but he does not survive a snipe. Stone Cold's most effective weapon is still in his arsenal to kill Nolja. Nolja just barely dodged right as Stone Cold is about to shoot the shot. And Nolja using the slide and missing Stone Cold. But he doesn't know how healthy Stone Cold actually still is. It would take 6 mini bullets, enough time that he could die. Nolja playing peekaboo with Stone Cold. Stone Cold gets told, ready or not, here I come. And Nolja takes him down, gets the clutch, wins the round, and now taking out intro. And Nolja starting off round right after a 1v2 clutch very effectively, as already S-Key is down 2 players and in the 2v4. Going to be tough in the 1v4 now, as Mash is soon to drop after. Monty loading up tri-rockets. Little bit landing onto Stone Cold, but the rest of the cavalry arrives, takes him down. 4-3 now, and let's go back on board Monty. Actually, we haven't really given Stone Cold a straight round yet, so let's give Stone Cold a round, as he is losing the fight to Rum, but Rum jumps back. Stone Cold not hitting the snipes. Rum hitting everything. Nolja helping out. And there is the Stone Cold down. Zyos, though, combos power, the perfect S key. And now Monty in the 1v3. Can Monty collect? He can't. Monty unable to make good on any kills. Intro still had a full stack plus a health pack. Gonna be tough for him. So let's go on board Intro. And he's running in. Headshots, Rum. His noggin is too big. He needs to drop the ego a little bit. As now Intro pushing down. Lands a little bit of damage on Nolja, but not enough. But now he's got Monty in his sights. And Power is chasing. And Intro just puts some damage in. But Power is making Intro's life hard. 17 HP. And the damage is coming out. Power finally drops. So does Nolja. And Monty follows right after in 5-4. Eski's able to come back, take the lead once again after giving it up in this back and forth battle that we've been seeing so far here on Campgrounds. And now Mash just taking some early damage from the standoff with the side stairs. Trying to push in, but gets sniped instead and then runs right behind Rum. Big combo out onto Rum. Rum goes down, but Monty's still chasing. Monty minigun out and Mash down. Stone Cold is going to be in a 1 versus 3. Power looking the wrong way. Power not somehow dying. 1 HP and down goes Stone Cold. As once again we have a 5-5 tie. Both teams refusing to give an inch so far. Rum, absolutely huge for Asian Sensation right now, but he took a lot of damage. Good combo out onto the LG, but he needs to get out of there. Can't peek too much. Going to give up some damage. And Stone Cold and Zyos both at the courtyard above armor. Rum going down. Nolja last alive. Has Zyos in his sights. Needs to collect, but Zyos direct flak balls Nolja. Nolja leaves Zyos alive with 1 HP. What a merciful guy. Just wants Zyos to have some fun, you know? As we are on board Mash. Mash facing off against Power, his old nemesis. And going to leave as we're going to go. Zyos looking down for Nolja. Hits a big combo onto Nolja. Rum gets sniped from Zyos. Gets 1-10'd with a shock primary. But now Zyos can't keep hitting. And however, Power and Zyos, big combo onto Power. And with the help of Intro, able to take him down. Round number 7 on the board for Eski. And can they make anything else happen? And this is actually map number 3, not map number 2. Map number 2 was Signify. Map number 1 was Invictus. Both going in the favor of Eski. And we have Zyos facing off against Rum in the basement here. Rum going down. Nolja finding Stone Cold. But he is finding Intro right behind him, and he also drops, and all of a sudden, just like map number 2, after being very close for a good bit of the map, Eski just seemingly finding the extra gear, but Mash right now eating a lot of early damage, not what you want to be seeing. And he's going to back up and probably play a bit of a further apart fight. Power getting in onto Stone Cold. Is he going to keep going? Yes, he is. Power getting right up to Stone Cold's face, but not able to connect. Needs to just get in there. Unable to do so. Monty taking down Mash, but dropping to Stone Cold right after. And 9-5. We were tied 5-5 at one point, but it has gone quickly sideways. Who is currently leading? Zyos. Zyos will give you the benefit of the doubt. Close it out, my fellow. However, he's going to get sniped from somewhere. Don't actually know where he got hit from. Monty getting a little bit of chip damage from a Zyos combo at the minigun. But instead, 3v3. Zyos currently behind Nolja, and 135s him. Nolja gets shredded by Mash, and now it is all on Monty and Power. They need a bit more oomph out of somebody here. Intro's right behind Monty. Monty needs to get some damage. Monty landing some damage. Intro really low. Intro 3 HP. Can Monty finish him up? Can Power come in? Monty can finish up the map, or finish up Intro, and gets his team to another round. as they still have some life left in them. But it is still an uphill battle. They can't afford to drop another single round. Need to win everything. Nice snipe by Monty to start this one off. But Rum going down to a Zios combo. And now they are trapped in a bad spot. Mash does take a lot of damage. But Zios is right in Monty's face. Goes down. Nolja 15 HP. Drops right after. And that is a 10-6 victory. Map number 3. For S-Key as they take the 3-0. Asian Sensation putting a lot more fight into this one than they did into their matchup against Extra Dumb. So props to them. They're able to kind of mentally reset, come into this one a little bit fresher. Invictus was rough, which we were not expecting, but they made a game of it on Signify. Had a 7-5 lead at one point, just could not seal the deal. And that is all she wrote for our second matchup of the night. Once again, UT4 Elim League Season 4, hosted by UTPugs. I'm your current caster, EP. There should be other casters for other matches, depending on dates, availability, so check out all of that. Discord, UTPugs, if you want to join in on the action. If you happen to somehow find across one of these games, we're all here, just waiting. So come on in, have fun, and until next time, take care, all.